Hey guys, it's Deb. Welcome to part 27 of Let's Play The Sims 4 Get to Work. I do need to let you know that due to vacation, parts 26, 27, and 28 were all filmed back to back. So if you did leave me a comment on the last episode, I have not yet seen it. In our last episode, Jordan had a birthday party for little Jack. He became a child. And you know, she has been fantasizing in her mind about marrying Trent. She realizes she is in love with him. She's been fantasizing about Trent and Jack and herself becoming a family and having a home of their own. Well, during Jack's birthday party, she decided to try to be a little bit flirty with Trent. Well, Trent totally shut her down. He just turned his back to her, and he just was not having any of it at all whatsoever. And this completely crushed Jordan's heart. She thought she had lost him forever. She thought that kiss that meant so much to her at the club when he grabbed her and pulled her into that passionate kiss. The kiss that just captured her heart and made her realize how she feels about this man. She thought it meant nothing to him. She thought that he had just been playing her the same way that she was playing him. She thought that he was just trying to make her think that he cared about her so that he could break her heart the same way she broke his heart. Well, it did break her heart. She was so upset and so crushed that she just walked out of the birthday party. She did not know what to do. Well, it was at that moment that Trent realized what he had done, and he realized that he had taken it too far. See, Trent really does love Jordan. He's in love with her, and he wants to be a family too. But he wanted to teach her a lesson for the way that she treated him, you know, and let her know how it felt, because he was in love with her from the beginning. You know, he was actually in love with her when she broke his heart. And he wanted her to know how horrible that felt. And he realized when she walked out of that birthday party that he had taken it too far. And so he went after her. He caught her on the street and asked her to come into his house here next door. And he admitted to her that he does have real feelings for her. He apologized to her and told her he was sorry. And he admitted to her that he does still love her. But he told her that he wants to take their relationship slowly. He wants to make sure that this is what she truly wants. And this is how she truly feels. You know, and is not just kidding herself and making herself believe that she loves him because they do have a child together. He wants to make sure that she wants to be with him for all the right reasons so that neither one of them becomes hurt in the future. So that is where, pretty much where it stands right now. And, you know, Jordan is sure that she wants this man in her life. She is sure that she loves this man, and she's going to go ahead and whisper seductively to him and see how he takes this. And he is taking this quite well. Now, he has told Jordan that he does not want to become officially boyfriend and girlfriend until they have actually spent a little bit of time together and cemented their relationship and made sure that this is something that is going to be lasting and not just something that is physical, you know, something that's really deeper than that. And he wants to make sure that they cement their friendship part of the relationship. She is going to go ahead and, oh, she's going to grab him and kiss him, okay? And she's going to discuss the party and what he thinks about the party. Now, everything seems to be going okay with them. So, they left little Jack back over at the party. And so she's going to ask him, do you want to come back to the party with me? And see Jack and get something to eat because she's quite hungry right now. So, that's what they're going to do. And, we will also be checking in on Shawna and Ethan and seeing how that is going. Ethan's parents went house hunting. They went looking at houses while Ethan and Shawna were at Granite Falls. And Ethan is kind of interested in knowing whether or not they found something. As is Shawna. And Shawna's kind of keeping her fingers crossed that that they didn't find anything. Shawna doesn't really want them moving here, but what can she say? She's not going to say anything to Ethan like that because she does not want to come in between Ethan and his parents. That's the last thing she wants. She wants Ethan to be happy, and she wants the whole family to be happy. She really wants to win Ethan's mother over. She wants Ethan's mother to like her. We're going to put out some roast chicken. That's what let's go ahead and do the roast chicken. We're going to put out the roast chicken. Jordan is hungry. I think there's actually birthday cake in here she could have had, but we're going to have roast chicken. What's this? This is eggs and toast made by Shawna Cramer. But she is going to go ahead and serve some roast chicken so that she and Trent can have something to eat because she is quite hungry. And she's going to go ahead and they're going to grab a serving together. And look, Ethan just grabbed Shawna and gave her a really big kiss. And where is little Jack? Jack is across the street playing. Well, I guess that is perfectly fine if he wants to be there. And Jack is the cutest thing ever, isn't he, guys? He so totally is. Let's just make sure he's doing okay. And he is. He's doing fine. So, Jordan and Trent are having themselves a bite to eat. Shawna, and I don't know what the deal is, guys, but I did get the update to my game, the dishwasher update, and Shawna has lost her her want to marry Ethan, and he has lost his want to marry her, but we know that they still want to do it, so, I don't know what's up with that. I don't know why. When you pin something, I don't know why it can't stay there through an update. Steven Ramirez is here for the birthday party, and he is swimming in our pool. So, Ethan, he was going to give Shawna a suave kiss, but what he's going to do is he's going to come in here and talk to his... Actually, he's going to talk to his father about it. He's going to ask his father whether or not they saw any houses today that they liked. And, what he thinks about Willow Creek. And we will just find out how that went. Because, he's really curious to know what is going on. And, of course, he did tell his father that Shawna did agree to be his wife. And he broke the news to his mother that he and Shawna are getting married. And his mother threw a fit and yelled and insulted Shawna. Of course, his mother did not do this in front of her son, in front of Ethan. She called Shawna upstairs and insulted her. And so, Shawna is just hoping that she can win Ethan's mother over before the wedding. And if not, she doesn't really care. She's going to marry him anyway. Well, Ethan talked to his dad, about their house hunting that they did today. And Ethan's dad has told Ethan that, yes, they did find a house that Erica loved. And they did go ahead and put an offer in on this house. And they are just waiting to see whether or not they get the house. They're just waiting to see how that's going. And Shawna's going to go ahead and change her outfit. put on something else so that she's not sitting around in her swimsuit. And she's going to come in here and make an effort to talk to Ethan's mom for a minute. She's really going to try to get to know her. And see if possibly she can't break the ice with her a little bit. And we'll just see how Erica handles all of this. You know, Erica has got her mind set. Oh, and they're going to talk through the freaking wall. There are just so many things about this game that I totally do not understand. So, she's going to try to get to know her a little bit. She's going to gush about her love for Ethan. And she's going to try to assure Erica that the love that she feels for Ethan is very, very real. And that she knows that it's going to last a lifetime. And just try to win her over a little bit. And try to get to know her a little bit. And you can see that she doesn't hate Erica. However, Erica hates her. Shawna tries to put herself in Erica's place. Shawna is one of these type of girls who she does not hold grudges. She tries to find the good in everyone, and Shawna just keeps telling herself that Erica is only acting this way because she does care about her son's welfare, and she does want to make sure that her son does not get hurt. So, because Shawna is such a good person, she assumes that deep down everyone else is a good person also. Is Erica a good person deep down? I'm not really sure. I think she might have a little bit of an evil streak in her. It's possible that she may change, but it's also possible that she may not. We will just have to wait and see. And let's just see what Jordan is doing. It looks like Jordan and Trent are being quite flirty together. And did he come home? He's still playing. And of course Jordan's got to drop and give us 50 because that's what you do. And it looks like Ethan has come in to sit and talk with Shawna and his mother. And we're going to bring Jack home because Jack wants to talk to his dad a little bit. Where is his dad? He's probably upstairs on the computer. Is that where he is? No, but it looks like Ethan's dad is upstairs on the computer. I wonder if he left. Did Trent leave? No, Trent's outside. Okay, so, Jack wants to come and talk to his dad a little bit and kind of get to know his dad. He's going to beg for new toys and see what happens. And he's going to give his dad a hug. And he's also going to try to get to know his dad a little bit. And he is going to enthuse about candy. And it looks to me like little Jack looks a lot like his dad. I think he does. And I have not given him a clothing makeover yet, except for what you saw me do on camera in the last episode. I just changed his pants. I will be giving him a full clothing makeover a little bit later. He's a really skinny looking kid. I just noticed that. He does. He looks really skinny. So, yeah, he's talking to his dad, and Erica's kind of in the way. How's everybody's needs doing right now? Everybody looks fine right now. Now, Shawna and Ethan, they kind of want to sneak away a little bit. And, you know, let the parents stay here. She kind of wants to, they kind of want to sneak upstairs and do a little woohoo. So he is going to go ahead and he's going to give her an embrace. Yeah, maybe. Yes, no, I don't know. Is it going to happen? Who knows? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Shawna's going to go here. Ethan is going to go here, and then we will just see what's going to happen here. Oh, there we go. They had their embrace. Okay. So, who knows what went wrong with that? I don't know. But they're going to go ahead and they're going to sneak upstairs and hope that Ethan's parents don't notice them disappearing. But they are going to go upstairs really fast. Going to sneak up there and have themselves a little private moment. And I think after this, it's quite possible. What time is it? It is 8:40 p.m. It's quite possible that Jordan might want to go somewhere with Trent. You know, she's not about to ask Trent to spend the night here. When Ethan's parents are here, what does Ethan need? He's got to go to the bathroom. Well, he's going to have some fun first. He's going to kiss Shawna, and then they are going to woohoo really fast while they got a little moment together that they can, you know, sneak away and have some fun. And I don't know what the deal is. Why are they just standing around? I don't know. Is this happening to you guys? Why are they just standing here? I don't know. I don't know if they are possible. Okay, there we go. I don't know what's up with that. That never happens to me, but it's happening now. So Jordan and Keith, not Keith, I don't know why I said Keith. Jordan and Trent have decided that they're going to get out of here for a little while. And they're going to go out. They are going to go to... they're going to go to the Crystal nightclub together and see what's going on there. And have themselves a little bit of a romantic evening. And, you know, Jordan and Trent, they both are kind of scared right now. They do love each other, but I think Jordan is more willing to trust Trent now than Trent is willing to trust Jordan. Jordan's in it. She's all in, and Trent is all in too. Don't get me wrong, but you know, I mean, she burned him once, and he wants to make sure that she's not going to burn him again. So Jordan's going to come in, and she's going to drink this drink that's sitting here. I don't know what it's doing just sitting there, but that's what she's going to do. She's going to try to come in. She can't. Why can you not do that? My word, people. She's going to go here. I don't know why I didn't click go here together. That's what I should have done. And now they probably, yeah, she can't because I'm so frustrated right now. Where is he? Okay, and look who it is, guys. It's Keith Huddleston. So, anyway, let's go ahead and give him an embrace again. And now we are going to go here together. And I know those drinks are going to be gone by the time we get in here because those townies are going to grab them. Well, they're not townies. They are, most of them are Sims that I made, so I can't call them townies. But the neighbors, our neighbors, are going to go in and grab those drinks, I'm sure. No, they're all going dancing. Okay, good. Well, maybe Jordan can drink this. Can she? Yes, she can. Okay, good deal. And Trent is flirting with her. Let's see who all is here. It looks like a lot of people are here. Of course, there is Keith Huddleston, Rick Dupre, Darren Schultz, Sabrina Whitmore, Miles Thurman, Ariana Cortland, and Carmen Martinez. And yes, I did make all of those Sims. And it's also Carly McCullough and Steven Ramirez are here as well. So now a couple, when I said I made all these Sims, a couple of them I did not make. A couple of them I just stuck in houses. I did not make Ariana Cortland, and I did not make Darren Schultz. I did make Sabrina Whitmore. You can kind of sort of tell the ones that I made. And the ones that I did not make and I just stuck in houses are going to look more like her. They're not going to be all decked out in makeup. You can see the game put eyeshadow on her, but it didn't. I don't think it put any lip color or anything like that. And their outfits are not going to really be what you would think that I would put on them or something. I don't know. I think you can tell who I made, who I didn't make. But yeah, sometimes I just take townies and stick them in a household so that they won't disappear and so that the game won't keep generating, you know, whatever. Okay, she's going to the bathroom. Play The Sims 4 for 24 hours. Okay, well, I really don't get that, but whatever. Jordan, please go to the bathroom. She was chatting with Trent, so she's going to go to the bathroom. And it looks like, oh, okay, all right. I wonder if Steven is flirting with Carmen Martinez. I wonder if possibly they might become a couple. It looks like they're just talking, but it looks like they're going to go dance together. And look at her. She looks like she's trying to do a sexy dance there. She's looking at him out of the corner of her eye like, yeah, look at me. I'm hot, baby. You want some of this? Yeah. And Trent is dancing. And we're going to come down and we're going to give him an embrace first. And there's our ex, Keith Huddleston. And I don't know if he's going to get upset when he sees what Jordan's doing, but Jordan just does not really care. Jordan wants to lay claim to this man right here in front of everyone else so that they will know Trent is hers, hands off. Because, you know, she is kind of worried about that because, you know, Trent is quite a nice looking guy and she wants to make sure that all the women know that even though they are not boyfriend and girlfriend, that he belongs to her and her alone. Now, she actually wants to make it official with him. She wants to take it to another level. You know, she's going to tell him, you know, I know you wanted to say, I know that you said that you wanted to take things slow between us, but there's no one else I want to date. And I think it's stupid not to just go ahead and say that we are exclusive together. So, you know, what do you say? Do you want to be exclusive and just be you and me and go ahead and make it official? We can still take it slow. And he said yes, he does want to go ahead and make it official. So they did just become boyfriend and girlfriend for the second time. And let's see what their relationship thing says. It says they are lovebirds, soulmates, neighbor, and boyfriend. So that's good. It used to say bad romance, I think. So yeah, they have made it official. They are boyfriend and girlfriend. And it looks like Keith Huddleston, oh, that's his sister. He's talking to his sister Candace. So I thought maybe he had a girlfriend over there, but nope. So, yeah, everything looks like it's going pretty good here. And I think, what time is it? It is 10:30. Does Jordan have work tomorrow? She has work in 11 hours. So she is going to be getting kind of tired. So she's asking Trent, you know, do you want to get out of here? We can't go back to my place because Ethan's parents are there. But, you know, why don't we maybe head back to your place for a little while? And Trent is like, okay, but now remember, We are taking things slowly now. And Jordan's like, oh, yeah, we'll take it slow. But in her heart of hearts, she cannot wait to be with this man again. She wants to feel his arms around her. She wants to kiss him. She wants to be with him so bad that she cannot hardly stand it. And she's hoping that he feels the same way about her. And he does. He does feel the same way about her. But he wants her to realize that it's not just physical. You know, he gets the impression that she thought, because, you know, when she was making him fall in love with her, you know, he does not want her to think. He wants her to know that it goes much, much farther than a physical relationship. That, you know, that it's friendship, that it's love, that it's trust. You know, they have to both totally trust each other before they can really have a future together. And he doesn't really trust her yet. Does he want to woohoo with her? Of course he does. But he wants it to mean as much to her as it means to him. And it so totally does. You know, she may not have convinced him yet, but she is so head over heels for this guy that she cannot contain herself. And she's going to tell him. She is going to profess her undying love to him if she can. And just tell him, you know, it is for real. I really mean it. And then they're going to woohoo. And I think Jordan is probably going to spend the night here. She knows that Shawna will take care of Jack. Who's this walking down the street? This looks like Carmen, is it? No, it isn't. Yes, it is. It's Carmen. Anyway, Jordan knows that Shawna will be more than happy to babysit Jack and make sure he gets to bed on time and all that good kind of stuff. So, are you going to... I don't know what's going on here. We're going to try this again. She's going to look deeply into his... Okay, she's going to kiss him. Oh, she's professing her undying love. So she did tell him, you know, I really do love you. I really totally do. And, now they are going to woohoo. And after that, she's probably going to spend the night here tonight. So we'll just let them woohoo. Get their woohoo on. And Jordan is thanking her lucky stars right now. You know, she was at the point where she thought that there was no hope for this relationship. And she was prepared to cry herself to sleep tonight. But fortunately, everything worked out and he did admit his feelings. Okay, so we are going to switch over to Shawna. And we're going to make sure it's really, really late. And we've got to make sure that Jack gets in bed. And Shawna, she is not knowing what to think about Erica. She has tried her best, and she's going to continue to try her best to win that woman over and make that woman trust her. But I don't know. I just don't know. And Jack is out here. He must have been eating. Let's make sure he's okay. All right, so Jack, Shawna has told Jack, oh, you know what? Jack doesn't have a bed. Yeah, Jack does not have a bed. So Jack is going to sleep in his mom's bed just for tonight since his mom is not here. And then we'll sell some paintings. Yeah, we'll have to sell some paintings. And, yeah. We will make, oh, he's hungry. And he's tense because he's not creative, but we already know that he does not have the creative trait. We're going to let Ethan grab some chicken. He's going to grab a serving of chicken, and then he can go to bed after that. Shawna's not hungry, is she? No. How about you? You hungry? Nope. So, we're going to let him go to sleep. And, you know, as far as Erica goes, she is just getting started. As, you know, thinking about Shawna, she is just getting started. What she is going to do is, what was that all about? What did you not like him for? Did he? He might have been, I don't know if he was double dipping strawberries or what. Okay, but Erica has a plan, and I don't have time to tell you about it right now. Shawna, did I not tell you to go to bed? You don't need to be dancing, Shawna. Go to bed. Erica has a plan, and she's wanting everyone to go to sleep because she's going to sneak in here on the computer, and she's going to email one of her friends back home. She has a plan. Actually, what she's going to do is she has decided that she is going to hire a private detective to investigate Shawna. She's going to try to dig up some dirt on Shawna. So she's going to email one of her friends and say, who can you recommend? What private detective? Give me a recommendation for a private detective. Because this friend that she is emailing hired a private detective to catch her rich husband in the act of cheating on her, and she did catch her husband and ended up getting tons of money from that whole deal because she did catch him cheating. So Erica is emailing her friend to find out who the private investigator is that her friend used, okay? And she's going to try to get all kinds of dirt on Shawna. You know, I don't know. As sweet as Shawna is, I can't possibly imagine what kind of dirt she could possibly ever dig up on her. But, you know, we will see what happens there. Yeah, and Ethan wants to woohoo with Shawna. And Shawna is busy dreaming about her wedding because she's getting ready to plan a really big wedding. And she will be inviting her parents to the wedding as well. So, all of that is to come, but I'm way over time, guys. I want to thank you all so very, very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below. And if you did enjoy this video, please leave me a like. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. I'll see you next time.